Week 6 is in the books, and the bookmakers know nothing.
He has no idea what it's like out there. None!
Luckily, we're here to help break down each of Week 7's slate of games and make the Vegas bookmakers cry like babies. These picks are for entertainment purposes and not financial advice. Thursday night, we got the 4-2 Jacksonville Jaguars +1 versus the 3-3 New Orleans Saints. Trevor Lawrence is the key to this one. Not just if he plays, but how well he plays against a Saints defense that ranks top 10 in pass, points, and rush yards. New Orleans is dealing with their own quarterback injury problems, as Derrick Carr has been limited in practice with a shoulder and chest injury. We like the Jags to win straight up in this one, as we expect Lawrence to play and make enough plays against the stingy Saints defense. The 4-2 Buffalo Bills -9 take on the struggling 1-5 New England Patriots. Buffalo was lucky to escape Sunday night with a victory. Meanwhile, Pats fans in Foxborough will be able to warm their hands on the crackling dumpster fire that is the 2023 Patriots. Not only has New England's offense been as ugly as Jack Lambert, but their defense has created only 3 turnovers in the first 6 games. If New England can't turn over Josh Allen, look for a lopsided score, and fans calling for heads to roll. We're taking the Bills -9 in this one.
You're fired.
The 3-3 Washington football team Commanders, -2, head to MetLife Stadium to take on the 1-5 New York Giants. The Giants were 1 yard away from a massive upset last week and looked like a functioning football team for once. Meanwhile, Sam Howell looked impressive in the win versus the Falcons. The Giants' offense has been one of the worst in recent memory, but did look a little better getting Saquon Barkley back from injury. Even with Daniel Jones' health and uncertainty, we're taking the Giants +2 at home. In what looks to be a great game on paper, we have the 5-1 Detroit Lions +3, heading to the 4-2 Baltimore Ravens. Both top running backs for the Lions are injured, and the status of Jahmyr Gibbs may be a big factor in this game. The Lions came into this game ranked top 10 in both offense and defense. It might be just us, but we think Vegas is way off on this one. We see the Lions putting up points and a much improved Lions defense frustrating Ravens quarterback Lamar Jackson. We're taking the Lions and the points because...
Hello, I like money.
The 3-3 Cleveland Browns -2 head to Indy to take on the 3-3 Indianapolis Colts. Cleveland just pulled off one of the more improbable upsets of the year, beating the 49ers with a backup quarterback. With the top-ranked defense in the league, the Browns will look to turn over Indy backup Gardner Minshew. Minshew looked awful at times versus the Jags last week, and will need to play better if Indy has any hope of winning. We love a home dog here, and the Browns are in a letdown spot. We're taking the Colts at home +2. Continuing with the 1 o'clock games, we got the 3-3 Atlanta Falcons +2.5 taking on the 3-2 Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Two teams that have been inconsistent. This game is the definition of a toss-up.
You're both just awful.
The winner of this game puts themselves in a great position in the race for the NFC South. The Bucs come into this game with the 29th ranked running game, so they will look to get Baker Mayfield some help on the ground. With 3 picks last week, we feel this could be another long game for Falcons quarterback Desmond Ridder. Take the Bucs laying the 2.5 at home. In what might be one of the worst quarterback games in the league, is quarterback even a word? The 3-3 Las Vegas Raiders -3 take on the 1-5 Chicago Bears. A dislocated thumb means an already poor Bears offense will be without Justin Fields, and Tyson Bagent didn't exactly light it up. Brian Hoyer looked pretty good in relief of Jimmy Garoppolo and may get the start for a Raiders team looking for their 3rd straight win. We got the Raiders' 11th ranked defense making the difference in what might turn out to be one of the ugliest games of the season. Take the Raiders -3. The 1-5 Arizona Cardinals +7.5 take on the 3-2 Seattle Seahawks. After an impressive win against the Dallas Cowboys,
How about them Cowboys?
the Cardinals have lost their last 3 games by an average of more than 16 points. Cards quarterback Josh Dobbs maybe asked to do a little too much against the Seattle defense that ranks top 5 in rush defense. This game seems similar to both last year, which Seattle won by 10. We're taking the home chalk. Give us the Seahawks minus 7.5. Next up is our lock of the week. We got the 3-2 Pittsburgh Steelers plus 3 heading out west to take on the Los Angeles Rams. Even with a solid defense and a game wrecker like TJ Watt, we expect the Steelers defense to struggle against an improved Rams team. The Rams are our pick of the week at minus 3. The 2-3 Green Bay Packers minus 1.5 face the 2-3 Denver Broncos in what would have been a great game in 2015. Unfortunately for both these fan bases, it's 2023, and both teams are far removed from Manning versus Rodgers.
Oh no! We suck again!
That being said, the Packers should be getting running back Aaron Jones back against the Broncos defense that flat out stinks. Green Bay's run defense has been almost as bad, and Javonte Williams and Jaleel McLaughlin could make this a long game for the Cheeseheads. Two teams that don't seem to be playoff bound. We're taking the Packers minus 1.5 on the road. The 2-3 Los Angeles Chargers plus 5.5 head to Taylorhead to take on the 5-1 Kansas City Chiefs. The Chiefs have won the last 3 meetings by 6 points or less and are winning with a good defense as opposed to years past. Conventional wisdom would say you take the points, but we feel Mahomes will find Travis Swift and Rashee Rice enough to pull away from a Chargers defense ranked 25th in football. The Chiefs are averaging 382 yards per game, ranking 4th in football, so we expect moving the ball won't be a problem. We're laying the 5.5 points and taking the Chiefs at home. Our Sunday night game looks to be a fun one.
God, if you listen,
As Tua Tagovailoa and the 5-1 Miami Dolphins take on Jalen Hurts and the 5-1 Philadelphia Eagles. This battle of former Alabama teammates should be a great one. It may just come down to who has the ball last. As a 2.5 point underdog, we love being able to take the potent Miami team and get points as well. We don't see how this Eagles defense, as good as they admittedly are, slows down Mike McDaniel's dynamic offense. While it's hard to imagine a team as good as the Eagles losing 2 games in a row, that's exactly what we think will happen. We're taking the Dolphins and the points. With Sunday's games done, let's look at the Monday night matchup. We have the 5-1 San Francisco 49ers minus 7 taking on the 2-4 Minnesota Vikings. Injuries again play a huge factor in this one, as both Christian McCaffrey and Deebo Samuel are day-to-day, while the Vikings will be without Justin Jefferson again. Whether McCaffrey or Samuels plays for the 49ers, their defense is going to be a tough nut to crack for Kirk Cousins and company. The Niners have allowed only 14.5 points per game and look to be relatively healthy heading into this game. We expect Cousins to make key mistakes in this primetime game. We've got the Niners covering the spread. That's our picks for this week. Thanks for watching. Tell us in the comments what we got wrong or even what we got right. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe for more winners.